did you hear the Golden State Warriors are NBA champions?
Woo!
Again. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We're
Not wearing a Warriors shirt, but
I know. I was going to say you're wearing your Ice Cube shirt. I don't know if he'd be repping the Warriors. But they're champions once again. And so, of course, we got to wrap things up by talking about the GOAT, the modern GOAT at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
1000%.
We're throwing it out there. Steph Curry, who I think I said before the series, if he does win this, he's cemented as like a top 5, at least top 10 NBA player of all time. I'm now starting to lean towards more. I think there's a legit case to be made for him as a top 4 player. When you take everything, winning, influence, talent, I think there's a case to be made. He is in that Mount Rushmore. So I will throw it to you guys. Not just Mount Rushmore in the NBA, but Mount Rushmore of the basketball hobby. With that 4th title is Steph Curry firmly in place in the elite of NBA players.
100%.
yes.
Like, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. By the way,
And I mean, I'm not being a homer either.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt. And it's crazy. It may be a good time to buy. Maybe a good time to buy Curry stuff.
Well, I've got on that slide, if you're watching the video or if you're listening to us, the slide
This
we're
dude
showing
ain't done yet.
2 cards that actually sold on the day the Warriors clinched their 4th title. Both on PWCC, the BGS 9.5 rookie patch auto NT sold for $720,000.
Steal.
And PSA 10 refractor tops chrome sold for $114,000. So we're saying buy on that.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you got $1 million burning a hole in your pocket, I mean, it's easy for me to be like,
Worst way to spend your money.
yeah, buy it.
Yeah.
Buy it. I mean, you got $750K just sitting around. Yeah, why not?
I mean, if we're really talking about like, yeah, he's in that blue chip territory, right? He's like Brady, he's like LeBron. He's
yeah,
like
I mean,
Jordan.
I don't think, and seeing that like his cards and a lot of cards, not just Curry, but a lot of cards have dipped.
Yeah.
It might be, and I was not saying specifically about these ultra high end cards, but it might be a good time to buy Curry
Just
stuff.
in general, just buy whatever, like a regular autograph, Prism autograph, or anything. You know what I mean?
Regular Topps rookie doesn't
Yeah, the
need
regular- the
Right.
regular
doesn't need
one.
to be a refractor.
Yeah.
Just be regular.
Yeah, the cheapest rookie card you could find is maybe not a bad investment if
No.
you're trying to go low
It's the
end
same
right
thing
now.
I was
Yeah.
telling people for the last 10 years. Whatever Jordan rookie you can afford at that time in your life, wherever you're at, whatever year it is, it's never a bad time to just buy that. Whatever, if it's a PSA 6 or a PSA 7 or a PSA 5, whatever. Same thing with Curry now. I strongly believe like if whatever you can afford, a PSA 9, a PSA 8 of that Curry Topps Chrome rookie base card, you know, like Dan said, it doesn't have to be a refractor. It is a good time. Like he's seriously, he's not done. Don't let him win another 1 or 2 championships.
No.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not trying to give financial advice by any means. This is not a financial advice show either, so I'm going to basically say that before I say my next thing. But I know we looked at a couple weeks ago that Curry prices were down 40%
Yeah.
from its peak.
Yeah.
Now,
They probably spiked since.
they probably
Little
did,
bit.
but would you buy Amazon stock if it dipped 40%?
Right.
Yep.
I think anybody would, right?
Yeah, and that's where we have to talk. That's the way we have to talk about Steph Curry now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is the Amazon of basketball.
He is Amazon of basketball. I want to show you guys this slide real quick, and again, we'll describe it to the listeners at home. The top NBA card sales of all time as of June 22nd. It's the ones, you know, the LeBron Exquisite. I spelled exquisite wrong on the slide, but that's okay. Exquisite RPA.
It's a
number
tough word to
43.
spell, man.
It is. It can be. 5.2 million. The Doncic Logo Man. 4.6 million. We got a Kobe Bryant Metal Universe Precious Gems rookie for 2 million, and then you go all the way down to number 13.
And that's Steph Curry,
And it's
RPA.
the Steph Curry NT RPA that sold
For
for
seven-
the one that sold, what was it, last year?
Okay, well,
for
actually, now
$960,000.
that you brought up all those cards,
Yeah.
that Curry RPA at $720,000 is
Is a steal.
Is a steal.
Uh,
I mean, I ain't got $720K.
I want to say the Anthony Davis, what was it, the one that sold for a ton? Like, it was a logo man, if I'm not mistaken, a rookie logo man.
Like $1 million or something.
Outsold Curry.
Yeah.
First of all, what Luka sold for $4 million?
Remember the private
Okay.
private sale for the logo man, the one of one logo man.
Okay. That's fair. But I was like,
Right.
$4 million for a Luka, or 5 or 6 Steph Curry NTRPAs.
I
take the number to 5 Curry RPA. Yeah,
No, not number to 5. You
Yeah.
can buy 5 to 6
yes.
of these.
No,
RPAs.
you're out of your
Absolutely.
mind if you're like, I don't know, Luka, man.
Yes. This
I
or
don't
that,
know.
This
It's a
or
logo
that,
man.
5 Curry, all 5 Curry NTRPAs, or the one of one Luka. It's not even a question.
Or a $5 million house, I guess.
Or a $5 million house. Whatever.
I mean, there's always that real estate investment that seems to be pretty tried and true.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you and Doug ever own one of these RPAs? These
No.
Steph Curry RPAs?
Yeah.
Like you, we could have.
I know.
Could have.
Could have.
Could have, would have, should have.
Moving on.
Next thing.
So again, we're in agreement. Now, I guess I want to grill you on if you're thrown. I guess the same. Let's compare. Like if it's Steph versus LeBron, feels like the one guy where you're like, no, that's maybe
You
the
mean
one
his teammate
untouchable.
next year?
His teammate next year, LeBron James.
Yeah.
But again, if you're collecting the best LeBron versus the best Curry, that still feels like no. You're gonna take LeBron. Unless I'm wrong. If you guys could sway me.
I'm just saying, like LeBron.
LeBron's LeBron.
LeBron and Steph and Clay and Draymond. That's gonna be fun to watch.
I think if you're talking to most basketball collectors, they would still pick the LeBron at this point. However, that conversation can quickly change. Like I just said, if Curry goes out and wins a 5th or a 6th,
what if LeBron?
which is completely
What if
plausible.
LeBron is on that team?
And they win together,
Yeah.
then it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be like LeBron will still be a step ahead of Curry if they're winning together.
See, I actually think that does more for Curry.
Because
Curry
think
had
it
to
does.
leave because LeBron leaves to join Curry.
I actually
not the other
think
way around.
I think LeBron leaves and goes to the Warriors and maybe wins 2 championships through 3 Who knows?
Good Lord.
They may be unstoppable. I think that hurts LeBron's legacy more than it helps.
Well, I mean,
Because
just look at KD.
and then everybody is going to have that. Though I mean, LeBron, you could already say he chases rings. It would be without question.
yeah.
That's what he does. And that it will unfortunately end up being more of his legacy than anything else. And I'm a LeBron fan, and I wouldn't be able to dispute that. I'd be like, yeah, you're pretty much right. Like,
I think realistically, we're looking at, obviously realistic. I feel like LeBron won't be playing with Curry, even though he really wants to.
No.
So back to my original point, like if Curry wins another one, a 6th one, 5th or 6th one, or more, I'm no bias. He's gonna at some point you're gonna have to say like I would rather take the Steph Curry. Right, as of right now, there's still a debate, and maybe most collectors still pick LeBron because they're tied right now, right. And I know like LeBron does have the more Finals MVP, but all these things could be debated right now between Curry and LeBron.
I think
I don't think there's no debate if Curry wins a 5th.
I think there's more. I think without a doubt, right now there's more upside in investing in Curry cards than investing in LeBron cards.
Oh, without question, because the Lakers have to do so much to make sure.
Why. And
they get even in the
I
playoffs next
am
year.
pretty sure Steph and Draymond meet up with the Warriors. Peter Goober. Is it Goober?
Like,
Josh
whoa,
Luber?
when did that happen? Breaking news.
Whoa, breaking news. No, I mean, basically meets up with, ownership.
Lake up, Goober. Yeah.
Lake up. I think that happened. I think if the Warriors could make sense financially, I don't think there's a doubt that LeBron comes to the Warriors next year. I don't know why you guys are.
I'm not going to say no way. I just think it's highly unlikely. I'm not
I
gonna
think
say
you guys
no
are
way.
crazy not thinking that is almost a certainty. I would say
certainty?
I am saying it is over 50% chance that
Listen.
LeBron is a Warrior next year.
Listen, this is what I will say. Lakers could get a haul for LeBron. from
Lakers,
the Warriors.
Of course.
And
They'd get a bunch of probably nice young players like
Kaminga,
maybe.
I think
Wiggins, Wiseman.
has to start with that.
they would get a team that would benefit them in the long run. I think the Lakers need to blow it up at some point, and there is no doubt that there is a short list of where LeBron wants to go.
I just think that if this year proved anything to the Warriors, it is you literally don't need to do that. You're building from within. Jordan Poole is going to be. I think he can still be a star in this league. Wiggins is right now indispensable. He was the second best player.
Actually, he's
in
he's their most valuable asset now.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's still a ton of time for Kuminga and Moody, and hell, we still don't know what we're getting from James
You're telling
Wiseman.
me that a Warriors team with LeBron James wouldn't be the most exciting thing ever to watch?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, of course it would. It would be the biggest sports story of the last 20
I'd say it's bad for basketball, great for the Warriors fan base, because it'll be fun.
I was gonna say that for Warriors, now that they were able to prove they were able to win without KD, bringing on a LeBron wouldn't be necessarily
it doesn't hurt.
bad
it
for
doesn't
the rest
hurt,
of them.
It
Like
doesn't
Clay,
hurt their
Dre, and
legacy
Steph.
at all.
No.
Yeah, because they already proved that they could win without KD twice now. So I still think it's highly unlikely. But I'm not going to say there's no chance.
I just imagine if LeBron can go. I mean, how do you stop that team? How do you stop a healthy LeBron on the Warriors?
Yeah, I just think what we're sacrificing is probably depth. Bringing on
Sure,
LeBron.
but we've done that before and we won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that team is unstoppable. Come on, let's be real. It's the same thing like having KD on the team. It makes the Warriors unstoppable. Like they 4-0'd the Cavs twice, didn't they? And then the finals, or one of the years probably 4-1.
Yeah.
With KD.
Man,
that's the same thing we were arguing on the hype like 3 weeks ago. I was like, Doug was saying we're not as good with KD or something, and I was like, with KD we would have 4-0'd the Celtics.
Yeah. With KD, it was not even fair. It wasn't fair.
It was,
and it would be the same thing with LeBron. We would 4-0 these guys. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's on the other side.
and you just sit there and you think of healthy Steph, healthy Clay, healthy Draymond, and then you throw LeBron in the mix, and who do you guard? And in LeBron, it could basically be a facilitator to some of the best shooters ever to play who are going to be wide open. Warriors score 140 points a game.
I'll be honest. I can't even believe we're talking about this.
I'm telling you, mark my word, 50% chance.
I think LeBron has been doing all this just to put pressure on the Lakers to improve.
Yes. He
I'll
is
be-
going
because he said it multiple times. He wants to play with Steph Curry.
And
We
here's the
get
other
it.
thing is
And Draymond in the press conference in the finals said that LeBron is the smartest player ever to play.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was praising him. I'm just like,
They
at that
praised
point, I'm
LeBron
like,
before.
but at that point, I'm like, and that's right after LeBron came out and said, I would accept a trade to the Warriors. And this literally,
Did he say that?
yeah, he said that. And it happened. It
I
happened.
don't know
it
if he
happened.
said it in that many words.
That happened within a couple days of each other.
He was asked on his show, what team that's in the playoffs would you most like to play for? And he said the Warriors. Because who wouldn't want to play for
I
the
am
Warriors?
pretty sure that he said that he would, because he has to okay a trade.
Yes.
LeBron has a no trade clause in his contract.
I just think LeBron has got so many other things off the court, mostly involving production companies and Hollywood and stuff, that LA's just a perfect spot
It's
for
a
him.
45-minute flight.
It is.
You
I
act
know.
like he's going to Brooklyn, dude.
I get it, but it's some about LA, and I don't know. I think I don't know.
I think it's highly unlikely, but I'll say never say never.
It's a 50% chance.
I-
It's almost a stone cold lock. Lock it in.
because I never
going
thought
down.
in a million years KD would come to the Warriors either.
See, that's the other one though, because that one felt real. That one, throughout the year, there were whispers.
I know.
KD's
That
coming.
didn't feel real.
KD's coming.
I am blown away that you guys just don't think this is almost
Zero.
Wow, zero.
Man, think about how good our
I'm gonna be
team is
I'm gonna be like
without
all
LeBron,
of those
though.
analysts be like zero, and then you can play it
way.
back, and
Man,
I'll look like a fool.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great to listen to this in about 3 months, where they're like, Well,
Not even. Maybe in about 2 weeks.
yeah, they're like, look at how it's going to be like. All it is going to be complaining from every fan base, and generally fan of basketball that's not a Warrior fan, being like, "Well, this is stupid. This is not fair."
I think the one thing that we learned too, with having KD on the team, is that as the years go on and our depth gets worse because we have these big contracts, like 3-4 big stars, like it puts your team in a very vulnerable state to lose to the Raptors, where we have one of our guys remaining at the end of the year because of so many injuries. So I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. Like I would love to see it, obviously, them four on the court together, but it just scares me as a Warrior fan because I know where we were at with KD at the very last year with all those injuries.
To go from that,
and our team is so good right now.
So good
without Kuminga and Wiseman and Moody playing.
They got a young core, so you go from the young core to these guys are closer to getting their AARP card than they were from the day they were drafted. I don't want that.
You get Bronny.
Get Bronny.
You get him too.
And probably Bronny Jr.
Bronny Jr.
Bronny Jr.'s coming as well. Well, I guess that seals it. So.
Yeah, and then you get a lot younger.
Boy.
But okay, yeah. Steph Curry undoubtedly on Mount Rushmore for the hobby and
100%.
for basketball.
Undoubtedly in basketball as well.
Yes.
In the hobby and in
So
basketball.
I want to know who's on the Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry, we're going a little overtime, but who's on the Mount Rushmore?
Well, I'll answer for C-Rad.
Yeah.
It's Steph.
Okay.
It's Clay. It's Jordan Poole.
Dan knows me.
And Draymond.
Dan freaking knows me. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I would have thrown Troy Murphy on there, but
Mike Dunleavy.
Listen, those four guys.
Tom Gugliotta.
they've brought me 4 championships in my lifetime. Like, what do I have to complain about as a fan of the basketball and of the Bay Area basketball sports team? Like, I don't have nothing to complain about. They're on my Mount Rushmore, man.
All right, fair enough. They are. He is on mine.
I mean, Jordan, LeBron, Curry, and because what he did for basketball from a marketing standpoint and internationally, Kobe Bryant.
See, I was gonna. I actually think I have the same 3: Kobe, Jordan, Curry, LeBron. I throw Magic on there for the same reasons of what he did where basketball was when he started to where he is like that sort of like crossover guy and saved the game.
Yeah, and I mean, I completely understand that. I just think,
and yes, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, yes, we respect them. And
I know, but I mean, you can't. I think Curry has to be in there, and you have to put LeBron and you have to put Jordan.
Yeah, and then it's
so you have that last one, and again, like Kobe, what Kobe did for basketball internationally, like. The game is the game today because of how big it is internationally. Look at all the players that we have that are superstars that are international players.
Right.
Yep.
That probably doesn't happen without Kobe Bryant.